Hey ladies and gentlemen, what's up? Next video, it's all about white people or something like that. It's interesting, look at this.
I think what annoys me most about white people is when they pretend like they're the victim. What's also annoying is when they kill us.
Okay, they're going hard. I mean, yeah, they kill us a lot. There's nothing we can do to prevent that. Even though I'm black and I went to many different countries, yikes. I don't know, man. All I know is when a cop looks at me weird, the first quote I say usually calms them down. I never go, "What's up, bruh?" No, you gotta chill, bruh. Of course I might shoot you. I would.
What is fragile about whiteness when everything has been constructed around it?
Every part of who I am has been distorted or criminalized.
It's really just a bunch of white lies.
We're storming the Capitol!
You're not patriots. You're ridiculous.
One of the definitions of American whiteness is...
Why do you always have to go after Trump? I don't see the point. Look at him. He seems like a normal person. I remember back in the day, you even liked the guy. You were rapping about him, yeah. And then suddenly, like, you know what? We don't like the guy because he doesn't support our cause. Dude, the guy did way more than many presidents for the black people. He fixed many things. Really? Come on, man. This doesn't make sense. I hate it when they push this weird ideology as if we need justice. We need justice. But you know what I see? I don't see that you want justice. You want more things than the previous white people that you hate. Why do you want something from the people, the way they handle stuff that you hate, but instead of having the same, you want more? It's like they're evil. I don't want to be evil. I want to be super evil. What?
ignorance.
White people, we are not your problem. You are.
See? Reverse Unaccord. Why are you going with it? You are. Ladies and gentlemen, you do know that when slavery was being brought to America, do you know how many white people were taken from Spain, where the Muslim went there and they took them all back to Africa? Do you know how many African people were having white slaves? You guys have no idea. Do you know that Spain had to fight back, take over, push the Africans back, the Muslims and everything? They even did a calculation because they don't have all the data. You know why they don't have all the data? Because black people didn't keep the data about the white people that they were taking. But slavery was normal everywhere. So they did the calculation. The amount of slavery people to replace to keep the economy going with that, bada bing, bada boom, compared to America and Northern Africa, it seems there were way more European slaves than nobody could even count. Millions! Look, man, I'm not saying that the slavery was wrong, but you're the only one freaking stuck there. And for some odd reason, African didn't fix their stuff correctly. I don't know what the heck happened. But in US, you guys are still on that thing. And I'm like, dude, you canceled slavery before South America. South America ain't complaining as much as you.
Did white people today feel any responsibility for slavery?
Hell yeah.
White Jesus or black Jesus?
Jesus was not white. Think of geography. Ain't no way Jesus walked around with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Yeah, then do you really think that I actually believe that Jesus was white? No, I know it's not real. Any country can make him Chinese, blonde or whatever. It's common sense. It was just the most depicted in the country at that moment. We have black Jesus in Spain. Who freaking cares? It's just a normal thing. It's just an image. That's it. It's like, I don't know, man. When people say the N-word, you know, the N-word, I'm like, we don't use the N-word. They're like, yeah, but it's not part of your culture. We have to use it to show them the power. I'm like, okay. So imagine there was a white people. He shoots you with a gun. Bam. Okay? You're like, oh, you hurt me, but now I have to forgive you. But you know what? I have to put a strong message. So I'm going to put here, You shot me with a gun. I hate you. Rah, gangster tattoos. And you're gonna be like, I'm a nice guy. Right? Let's take a picture. I'm your friend now. But every picture you take, I see that message on your freaking body. That's the N-word. You can't use something that was used in a very hateful way, make it positive, and now white people are not even allowed to mention it. And you know what's even worse? If my white son tries to say it, you will beat him up. I don't know, man. Use the words that you want to do. I don't care. But the weird labeling, the goalpost moving. I don't do things that black people do that hate white people as much because I just try to be a different person. What do they call me then? Coon. Go to your third world country. I've heard the most racist thing from black people. I'm not saying that white people are not racist, but I see black people more comfortable saying it in public. My bad. I flip a little when I twitch, you know?
White culture fears the end of the world. For us as native people.
They killed themselves too. Did you even learn the history? On Curacao, they were dumping all these African people because they were dying on the boat by the Portuguese, by the Dutch, by the English, by the Spanish. They lived there. They spoke a gangster language. I had to learn all that. How many Indians were killed? Which tribe? Bada beam, bada boom. You're not the only world that is about to die. Come on, people.
The world already happened like multiple times.
Symbols and monuments, these are mementos of racism.
Bring that statue down. Put up a TCBY yogurt or something. Everybody can get behind.
The truth has to be told about history.
By history? What do you mean by that? You want to retell it from a different direction? I don't mind to tell it from a different direction, but it has to be consistent. But instead of telling something consistent, you're trying to push something that I have to believe. You're not convincing me. I'm not saying that, of course, the winners tell the story. I do agree. But we're at the age that we can do all these strategies and we can find all this gangster information. Let us find the information and let's talk about it to scholars. I don't mind that. I have gangster information about how they killed some African guy called Tula on my Curacao island and it was horrible. And when Dutch people teach everybody at my school, Dutch people, my slavers, it's important for them to teach us the horrible thing that they did. Cool. But if I go to a Dutch person and be like, you remember what you did to me in the past? Even my own people are gonna be like, yo, 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 yo. Don't come with that hateful stuff over here. We don't need that. I know we were set back. We do agree. But we're kind of Gucci now, right? So let's work together because this hateful thing, we don't need you. We need to work together. Even if the white people might be more evil than us, we need to work together.
We have to make sure that these stories are told from our perspective.
There's always hope. You know what I'm saying? We don't give up.
It's about obliterating systemic and institutionalized racism.
Well, I have a big issue with that when you start talking about critical race theory. Because the way you're going to talk about critical race theory, I don't want to hear stories like I keep seeing these videos on Twitter when a father goes to school, has to tell them what the heck did to teach my daughter because my daughter went home calling wifey whitey, yo, 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 you're the bad person. What did you do to my father? And I'm like, whoa. Why would you even do that? I understand where you're coming from. But if you teach a kid from the young age to see everything from a lens that it's black and white or whatever, I don't think that's healthy. Let's help the black person first. Oh my God. You want him out of the store because you think he's gonna rob. Help him less. Oh, because he doesn't have enough money. Everything is negative. I don't want you educate, but you make it always negative. Do you know how many black kids, white kids I see playing around have no idea about the history? And if I'm a good parent, I'm like the most beautiful, successful black guy, bada bing, bada boom. Because I'm there, I spend it with my kids. A lot. I'm responsible for my kid. But the problem is with the black people, from my point of view, if there is no papa, you can't complain if your life sucks. Fix the papas and fix the mamas. Stop giving them money because they have a plan B if I have a baby papa or baby mama or whatever. No, man, fix your stuff. The moment they give all these black people a bunch of money to survive on a low income, on coupons and all that stuff, you kind of messed up the world culture. And now I'm a coon? And now I'm a traitor because I'm in with a white woman? Hey man, no. You told me to go study. I studied in a white country. I survived. I did my best. Look man, you do you. But don't come with these things that you're going to teach the world thing because something nah man, you made some mistakes. Take it as it is. Because a bunch of people do dumb stuff and you're supposed, oh man, nobody helped me. As a kid, without a mom, with only a dad, the only thing I saw from white people is consistency back in the day. And I realized I want that consistency for my son. Because being alone or with one parent is hurtful starting from 6. And it's not like they split my parents. One died at 6. It broke my brain. And I realized, nah, I'm not gonna suffer like that, like those people in the movie. Made the baby 35 years old, not like 16 like a bunch of people do.
This is a wild place, y'all. It's a wild place.
Yeah.
Harriet and Frederick be up there just like, what is they gonna do?
What if people in the heaven that died for whatever weird reason are looking down on you? They're gonna be like, you have way more resource than me and you still mess it up. And you're like, yeah, but I want resource like the white people. He's like, no, you have way more resource. Because I told the person, look, there's a black kid hanging out with white people or Chinese people in a mediocre neighborhood. Went to university, did everything, became very cool. What happened? What happened to the other one that didn't make it? They're like, yeah, not everybody has the opportunity. Of course, but more don't have the opportunity if they have a baby. You have to take that also in consideration. Well, you don't understand us. Yes, I don't need to understand you. That's why it was easy for me to make something out of my life. There comes a point in life that you just get tired when you keep seeing this stuff. You know, sometimes you just want to chill and float. Enjoy the moment that everybody keeps telling you, you're lucky, I'm always lucky. You might have a mom and dad and you keep telling them, oh well, it's your anecdotal experience. But the thing is, an anecdotal experience, you can still learn from it. Go talk to all the black people that made something out of their life. Take all their anecdotal experience, put it together, come to your own freaking conclusion and try to replicate it and make something out of your life. Not a lot of people can do that. They all want to copy. Be your freaking self. Because the moment that I felt so ashamed that I realized the system changed me is when I was in Europe. I blamed everything on the black people or whatever, you know? Nothing went well. I hated myself. I went to my country back on a vacation and I told them, yeah, they treat me like the N-word, bada beam, bada boom. And one guy says, I'm an N. That's it. Let's go do something else, man. So don't talk to me like about those weird stuff. And I realized like I felt like indoctrinated myself. And it was like, maybe I am the idiot in my life. You know, maybe I have to do something. It's not people's responsibility to acknowledge my problem. I need to do something, and if somebody likes me, they will follow me. And then I focused on myself, dude, and suddenly everything went good. I became positive and everything, and my first boss in Spain that hired me at a very high-paying job, he told me, I didn't hire you because of your qualification. I hired you because you seem like a very decent person that wants to be educated because you didn't know what you were going to do, but you did have the positive mindset to go forward, to plow through your problems, which I did. And guess what? Life is Gucci, even with COVID. I don't know, man. I think life is a lot simpler than people want to admit. I think good solutions are usually very simple, but we overthink stuff. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. I don't want to talk too much. Life is Gucci. Remember to like, subscribe, and all those stuff. And see you guys next time. Peace. Let me know what you think. Is it about all white? Or can we make a black jokes? Let's go to a black neighborhood. Boom. Uh-oh.
don't get me wrong. Ma cosa kita bong? Butta fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk criollo colombici jam jam. Turlochetta verdetta welcome. Den bieden mi a tum initiativ.